What's going on, everybody? In this video I'll show you how to do the Firebase Easter egg 100% solo. It can be done in multiplayer. I personally find it easier solo. This is a very simple Easter egg to do. So yeah, let's get into it. We'll also be doing the bunny Easter egg, and we will be building the Ray K. All very easy to do. Let's get into it. First, we actually have to go to Firebase. Now we're here, we need to turn on these 3 reactors, which is just the regular turning on the power here. Everyone knows how to do this part, the easiest part. There's our second one, and our 3rd reactor. Now, after you get all 3 reactors online, you'll get that cue telling you the power is online, and to actually start the Easter egg, you have to return to Ravenov to actually turn on the Pack-a-Punch like we did there. You have to talk to him, and then you'll be able to start the Easter egg itself. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just getting Deadshot Daiquiri because I'm going to be doing the bunny Easter egg right now to get a free Juggernog perk. Just upgrading my weapon really quick. This is a very simple thing to do. We just need to run to the top of the stairs, but the power has to be on. And you gotta be quick about this, as you can take damage while you're doing this. You just have to aim at that teddy bear right down there, and just keep aiming at him. He'll turn his head to you. See, I moved my gun there a little bit, so it takes a little bit longer to teleport. But you can take damage the whole time that this is going on. And then once we're actually here, in the dark ether I believe, all we have to do is chase down these floating teddy bears and shoot them. And then we'll be rewarded with the free Juggernog perk. Now you are on a time limit when you do this, so you kind of have to hurry up. And it will be constantly spawning in zombies, which is a good way to get some points, be able to Pack-a-Punch buy perks when you get back to the map.
Another speed bump on the road to glory. Enemy down.
There's our 3rd one, and all the zombies will disappear. There we go, and it will spawn in a loot chest. Now you'll always get a bunch of scrap, Juggernog, and a random weapon. Could be the Ray K, but I usually get a purple or legendary. And now that this Easter egg's finished, we just have to wait for it to teleport us back. Now, let's get on with the Easter egg. Over in Mission Control, you can come to this window and talk to Peck. Pretty much, this first time you talk to him is completely useless. You don't have to sit here and listen to what he says, but I do just for the video. But after you talk to him, you need to run back to the Pack-a-Punch and talk to Ravenov, and then you'll be able to get going here.
No limits. If what he says is true, Maxis is in mortal danger. Time to show back our own cruelty. Come, see me.
So now we return to Ravenov, talk to him, and this time as we're talking to Ravenov, the zombies will not actually attack you as long as you're fairly close to him. So you can sit here and listen to him, and we kind of need to wait for him to finish what he's saying, so we can pick up what he gives us.
Could not be true. To extract the truth, we created a special serum. This keycard will get you access to the materials needed to make those. This truth serum will make that bastard Peck tell you anything.
He gives us the key card, and then as soon as we take it, all the zombies will be on you again. Now, the dose is 3 vials that we have to find across the map, and the first one is right in the spawn area here. I'm just killing the zombies to make it a little easier for myself. There's a cabinet right here. Open it up, grab the first vial, and we are on to the second one.
Right now, he's our only link to Maxis.
Come over to the open lot area, and this is in bottom of engineering. Here's our second one. Right there. And now on to the third. We go to the Colonel's office, and there is our third and final vial for the truth serum. Now we have to mix it. Mixing it, come into the barracks area and go back to the field hospital, and right here, interact with it. It takes about 20 seconds to mix, and during that time it'll spawn a bunch of dogs, hellhounds.
Careful.
The very easy part. The only thing is, if you have zombies following you, they will take damage from the fire. So try and steer them out of it if you're doing what I want to do and get it done fast. And at an early round. And you see it is done. You gotta transfer it and grab it.
Delivery system. That should get Peck talking.
Real shame about him. He was once a leader in his research field.
The only shame is we didn't catch him before he fled the country.
So we come over here to the open lot, up the stairs, and right to the right here, this little air conditioning unit. It looks like an air conditioning unit. You put it right on top of there, and we can jump down and talk to Peck again. And you can see the purple gas coming through the roof. Now this conversation, unfortunately, you have to sit through. And it's quite a long one. And the zombies, they will ignore you for this too. You have to wait for him to finish his little spiel here. And then as soon as you can talk to him again, you can leave. And we'll be heading to the data center after this. So in your game, if you want to just, as soon as you talk to him, head there, feel free. But for video purposes, you're going to get all his dialogue here.
Which means it's time for hallucinations. Memories. My memories. I see. Is that? I believe it is. The meaning of life. To dance. Steady now, Martha. You must follow my lead. Ouch. Damn it all, Martha. Watch my toes. I only have the 10. You wore the necklace from your 40th. Bought it at Dahlia's, your favorite.
We got the prompt there to talk to him again, so we press that. Takes a few seconds for it to roll into that next dialogue. And I chose to stand here, of course, for the audio for the video. You don't have to. As soon as they start this conversation, you can start running to the data center.
Tell us the truth. The truth. The truth is that you interrupted a lovely waltz with my Martha. But, the portal, you'll need the codes to restart the quantum mainframe. Dr. Sokolov and Brahms have them. But to locate Maxis, you'll need her dimensional tracker ID tag. Sabine has that. Oh, yeah. They're all dead. Or infected. Head to the data center. There may be something that can help you.
So yes, we head towards the data center, and this is without a doubt the hardest part, in my opinion, of this Easter egg. Now what we're going to need to do from here is we're going to need to capture mimics. And they have to be mimics that spawn from items like that right there, like that war machine on the ground. See that one spawned? That we have to capture with the trap that we took from the data center. Now since I'm using the Howard shotgun here, it does a lot of damage, so you gotta be very careful. If you kill him, you'll have to wait till another round for more items to spawn. When he's low enough, it's like Pokemon, you try and capture him, as you'll see here. See that? It says it's captured, and you have 3 minutes to return it, or it will break out. Now, there are 3 mimics you have to get, and the first one, as you saw there in the first clip, was at the Colonel's office. Now, I'm not 100% sure if you actually have to capture the mimic inside the Colonel's office, or any of the locations that I do it in this video. It's just, that's how I've always done it, and it's always seemed to work. So that's the way I will be showing you guys how to do it. The next one that I do is right here in Peck's quarters, back in the village, just above the Pack-a-Punch area. You see a bunch of items, and there's our mimic. I lower him down. Always have to be very careful, watch his health. So as you can see, I always shoot at his legs. It does the least amount of damage. And now, like I said earlier, I don't know if you have to capture him in the specific locations. That's just how I've always done it, and it's always worked. See, now we have 2 of 3, and you'll know if you didn't get it right, as at the end of whatever dialogue it says, you will hear somebody else say, "That's not the one. Keep looking."
That's the second activation code. Good work. That's what we need to reboot the mainframe.
Now looking for our last mimic, I find the items usually spawn in the military command center or that little hallway. And as you see, we got him there. Lower him down quickly. And then this one I always capture in the planning office, I believe. Now you do also need to be careful with these traps, as they can try and trap regular zombies. Which, as you can see right there, is exactly what happened. And it wastes the trap and will piss you off. So if that happens, you have to go all the way back to the data center and get a new trap. And we throw it down here, and we actually get the mimic all by himself. And there we go. Now all we have to do is return to the data center, put this mimic in the machine, and that step is complete. Now, when he starts saying that that's the ID, you'll see that right there. It says it downloads the contents to a disk. You have to grab that floppy disk.
Nice work. Let's get the mainframe rebooted.
If this works, we should be able to recover Agent Maxis momentarily.
Now with this disc, we have to run all the way back to the planning offices and insert it into a computer. It's right in here. This one, right here on the wall. There we go. Now that step is done.
Activation code system. Track ID coordinates locked in.
Now the next step here is just a lot of dialogue from the PA system. So I recommend just doing as I'm doing here, running in circles. Have to run up here to actually start the portal. But of course, the Easter egg will not end there. Have to go back and talk to Peck once again.
Heck, we need to stabilize the portal, and I want the truth. The truth? The truth is I told myself it's okay to betray my country, my beliefs. Martha, her truth was cold. Mine was warm, safe, a lie. That's the thing about the truth. It's unforgiving. It doesn't care. Your feelings don't matter. But your truth, stabilize the portal. You need more power. Find Ethereum crystals. Take them to the ether reactors. Should work. Now, leave me alone. Please. You need Ethereum? I know some soldiers have been stealing.
So he pretty much tells us we need to juice up the reactors even more
I do not think they will mind if you
to be able to use the portal.
Karma is a cruel bitch after all.
So now we're gonna have to do kind of like an Easter egg hunt.
But an ether meter could find them. There is one in cabinet nearby. I can provide the passcode.
There's our cabinet right there that we have to put this passcode into
60.
to get the ether meter. There we go, it popped out on the floor there, pick it up. Now we're not done here yet, we have to come just over here
Wouldn't have gotten through the day without him.
and grab the shovel.
Convinced he's with us. But he's
It'll always be there and never moves. Spawn locations.
crystals to bring her home.
Now our first crystal is going to be in the open lot here in this corner. You'll be able to tell, you'll hear the ether meter start beeping, but it'll always be in that corner. Now it's going to spawn a bunch of different canisters, and they're all going to be mimics for the most part. There'll be one real canister, and all the mimics, if you look at the bottom, will have a black smoke kind of floating around it, and the one real canister will not have that black smoke. And you'll be able to pick it up and be done with this step. As you see in my game, I find it right there.
I hope you rot.
See,
Available if you need it.
no black smoke, so I pick it up, and it, in the top right corner, it appears in that bar. Now if you picked up one that was a mimic, it would spawn a bunch of mimics in, and you have to kill them. Now our next canister is going to be down here in the jungle defense, right here. Dig this guy up, and now it's gonna spawn like, it's kind of like a time event. You have to stay in the ring. You cannot leave or you will take damage.
Recommend holding your position until it dissipates.
I think it lasts around 2 minutes.
Than your average dead soldier.
Alright, this one should be about done. And there you go. The green sphere went away, and we can pick up the canister and move on to the next one. For the next one, we need the ray case. So come to the weapons lab, grab the blueprint there, and now we can start building the ray case. Now he's going to say that we need to find whoever's key, which is a retinal scan, so we need his eyeball. So we need to find his body to extract the key. We come down here to the scorched defense, leaning up against this tank. This is where you'll find his body. Now I'm going to put a black bar over the screen because I don't know if this is allowed on YouTube. But we're going to extract the key, and that'll be the first step done. Now, you don't need to build the ray K. You can get the ray K from the box, challenges, or you could possibly get it from doing the bunny Easter egg. But this is a guaranteed way to get it, so I'm going to show you how to do it. And once you extract the eye, it's going to spawn in a bunch of zombies that you can kill, and it won't count towards ending the round. You see I did this on round 7. And you need to come use the eye on the retinal scanner. And when that's done, you can grab the key for the next part of the ray K. Or you can do as I'm doing here. You have to access the terminal. It will give you a code which corresponds to a dartboard. Just remember where each bar goes. I find doing this at the end, right at the end of the round, you have just enough time to get the code. Now you need to run back to the Pack-a-Punch area, and this dartboard right here on the wall. You need to use one bullet at a time. So if you have a weapon that is automatic, if you do full auto, like you do there, and then shoot the middle, it will not work. It has to be one bullet at a time. And there you go, it will open and give you the part for the ray K.
Cool place certainly hid that Ethereum converter well. I suppose you'd have to in a KGB base.
Now it's time to use this key we found.
I'd bet good money it's a locker key.
Locker key, like she said. We need to search these barracks here, these lockers. We gotta keep searching. You'll hear the sound, it spawns a mimic. Now one of the mimics it spawns will drop the next part to our ray K. I'm just showing you all the lockers. Oh, yep, there we go. Now we kill him. And you see that was not the right one. So we gotta keep opening the lockers. One spawned. Wait for him to come in the map. Kill him. And there is our part. Right there. That part is collected. Now it's just for the magazine. Now the magazine takes a long time. You need a mangler to drop it. It can be extremely frustrating. They don't spawn in until round 15. I didn't get my first mangler till round 19. And then even that on the first mangler, it still did not give me the mag. See, on round 22 I got the mag. You gotta come over here, charge it in the weapon lab, right there. It takes about a full round to charge. See, I come back a little early, it's not done.
Dead.
Come back at the end of that round, and it is ready to pick up.
Topped off and good to go.
And now we can build our ray K.
Perhaps I should take point.
I'm really not too keen on guns, but I'm honestly dying to see what this one can do.
Now as you'll see in the video here, I went down unexpectedly. So, I included this in the video just to show the mistake I made while trying to do the Easter egg. I bought my perks back and was downed instantly. And this is a great time to mention I do not like the new quick revive. The only aspect of it that I like is that you regain health faster, but with the new quick revive you actually have to kill somebody, kill an enemy to get up again instead of just reviving yourself. And over round 20 they just don't give you the weapon to be able to kill a zombie when you're down. As you see here, I end up running out of ammo and I die. So that right there was the end of that game. With that notice, you can guess what happened. Alright, this is a completely different game. You see, round 14, I have the Reiki. I got it from a challenge. Come over here. This is your last ether container. Now, without the Reiki, it will keep jumping around and you will not be able to pick it up. So what you have to do with the Reiki, you have to use the grenade launcher attachment once you find it. See, I see it right there. You gotta shoot the grenade launcher at it. That will hold it in place so you can pick it up. And it's as simple as that. Now the last little bit of this Easter egg. Extremely simple. You need to go to each one of the 3 reactors and insert a crystal. Now, after inserting the final crystal into the final reactor, it's all just audio from here. PA system, characters talking. That's the rest of the Easter egg. It's just sit and wait.
Almost there. Wait, what's happening? See, here's the thing. If you believe my
So the Easter egg is not over. Turns out Peck was just fooling us the entire time.
Because the compounds weren't mixed correctly. Heck, you son of a bitch. What have you done? I didn't do anything. You chose to overload the mainframe. You've destroyed your only way to bring Maxis back. You also wiped the hard drive, so you can't steal my research either.
So currently it seems like Peck has won.
Go home.
Now to trigger the next part, you actually need to make it look like you are leaving.
We're not done here.
Head towards a portal and you'll get the audio cue.
Wait a minute. Is that satellite ready with the energy beam from the director's new project?
You mean that disruptor beam meant for Operation Threshold? What are you on about? Oh, you think it'll give us the power boost needed to open the portal? No what? I'd bet on it. But we'll need that satellite dish to distribute the blast.
Now you need to rearrange the satellite dish. This is done at this computer right here. You need to find the satellite where the flag is just a question mark. You see, I find it there. Couldn't show you that long because I was getting hit, but it's flagged with a question mark.
Got your attention now, don't I, Peck? Stick around. You'll want to see this.
Satellite dish ready. Requiem control. You may proceed with fire sequence.
Connection established. Systems nominal. Locking target. Initiating firing sequence. Firing in 3, 2, 1. What the hell is that? Are you firing a goddamn space laser at my satellite dish?
Now with the space laser, we are charging up the power to the facility. Once again, we'll actually be able to finish the Easter egg.
Do you really think this will work? At best, you'll burn out the reactors. At worst, you'll make them explode. That's it, Strike Team. Get back to the OPC.
Now you actually have to go and interact with a button, but interacting will end the game and initiate the boss fight. So make sure you're ready. I'm leaving in the cutscenes. If you don't want to see the cutscenes, just skip ahead.
Sam, what happened to you?
I recognize that voice. Weaver. You are Requiem. Run.
And of course, just when it seems like you're gonna get away, the boss fight. Now, depending what round you do this on, the boss can be easy or challenging. In my case, round 14, it was extremely simple and I beat him in under a minute.
Establishing beacon. Your curse is lit. It's like I cannot move.
Just like that, the boss is beaten. Congratulations, you have finished the Firebase Z Easter egg.
Not coming with us.
There is an operation underway in the Ural Mountains. I have to stay in the field.
This is the only way.
I told you once, Omega is not who we are. I do this for the good of the motherland. For the good of us all.
Try not to break anything else.
Remember, there's nothing so broken that it cannot be fixed.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm ready to come in, Weaver. We have a lot to talk about.
Finally. Could you have taken any longer to get here?
You were smart to transmit your research. You demonstrated loyalty to an extent.
To an extent. What more do you want? Just wait until we get back to Moscow. We'll see what the Colonel thinks about this.
Really? Do you really want to know what I think? I think I want to see a demonstration of your commitment to Omega. Tell me, Doctor, which is your better eye?